Well, hello there. If you haven't seen my year in review video, my thoughts from 2013, or you're not Facebook friends with me, then you might not know that I got accepted into grad school. The grad school I got accepted into is Long Island University's MFA in Writing and Producing for Television, which is a very specialized program, one of the only of its kind that specifically focuses on television and television writing and all of the things involving television. And it accepts about 20 to 25 students a year. In order to get in, I had to submit at least 2 writing samples that didn't necessarily have to be scripts, but scripts were, wanted since it's a television writing program, and some letters of recommendation and crap like that. I wrote 3 things for my writing samples. 2 pilots, one of which is a cop show that has 2 female leads, which is not something that you see a lot. One was the adaptation of the short story that got accepted into NULC, National Undergraduate Literature Conference, last year. It's about superheroes, and it's really, really silly and stupid. And I also sent them a short story I wrote last semester 2 semesters ago now, I guess, about an Italian chef that lived with a vampire. Because, vampire, garlic, hilarity. Yeah, I have no idea why they accepted me, because the things that I sent them were really stupid, and, yeah. They're me, they're my kind of writing, so of course they're stupid. But I guess, it was a good stupid. This was the only program I applied to because I didn't think I was going to get in, and also because it's the only grad school I could conceivably see myself enjoying, and then I got in. So on the one hand, it's nice because I have a focus for, what I want to do now, but it's also terrifying because it's in New York City, and it's in New York City. Yeah. How long have I wanted to be a television writer? Well, less than a year. Maybe 6 or 7 months. That's the most ridiculous thing about this program, is that not even a year ago, this was not even something I considered. A year ago I wouldn't have applied to any grad schools because I didn't want to go to grad school. But then this summer, 2013 summer, I started listening to this podcast while I went rollerblading. The podcast is called The Nerdist Writers Panel. The Nerdist Writers Panel is a podcast. It's about an hour and a half long, where they get current television writers all together in a panel, so they get 3 or 4 times, sometimes on a theme, sometimes from the same show, and sometimes just whoever that was in town that week, and they just have them talk about writing. So the moderator, Ben Blacker, that's what his name is, Ben Blacker asks them all questions and about how they got into the industry and what their favorite parts are and what the challenges are, crap like that. And as I was listening to these podcasts, rollerblading around, I started thinking to myself, that actually sounds really fun. I mean, I love television. I love television more than almost any other form of media, aside from books, but I'm a writer, so books are a given. And if I know myself as a writer, I know there are 2 things that are true. First, that I hate writing setting. I just hate it. I just want to show somebody a picture and be like, this is what the room looks like, okay, let's move on. And second, I love writing dialogue. So I figured, alright, I'll just apply to one school, maybe apply to a couple fellowships, and we'll just see what happens. I'd never written a script before. I'd written little plays because I was in a playwriting class, and I wrote scripts for my YouTube videos a while back. But, I've never actually sat down and tried to write a script for television or, anything like that. So that's my whirlwind adventure of how I started out as just a simple creative writing major who wanted to maybe write novels or maybe do something else, or who knows, I'll probably work at Starbucks for 10 years, to someone who is now moving to New York City to get a job in television writing, or to go to a school in television writing that will eventually give me a job in television writing. But either way, it's been kind of crazy, but I am so excited. I can't properly express, even with my prowess for dialogue, how excited I am for this program. Feels kind of nice to have my writing validated like this. It's a big step. It's a big deal. And I think I'm ready.